Welcome back, you guys, to the Coach Approach. It's your coach, Blake the Black Baker, and today, we're going to be going over a VOD review here. As I said, if you guys would like free coaching or free VODs, make sure you join my Discord, and I do them every single Saturday, so make sure you're ready for those and you sign up for those. For the VOD reviews on Saturday, you can choose to call me or you can choose not to call me. This game or this VOD we're going to be calling. I mean, it's not a coaching, but it is a VOD, but it's just a voice call VOD. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, Joe. You know, it's gonna be a video, so don't say nothing too bad, all right?
Try.
All right, hold on, let me turn you up a little bit because I think you're low. Let me see. Oh, my volume mixer. Oh, my volume is just incredibly low. It's not even you. Holy crap, it was like a 20. Okay, say something.
Yo.
Say something again.
Yo.
Okay. And then I'll turn my OBS Studio value up as well. All right, we're all good. All right, so why you choose this replay to play, my mans?
Few bad plays.
Okay.
Still one, but it's iffy.
All right. Was it like during the late game or?
I don't know. It didn't last that late. It was just bad plays throughout the game.
I got you. Okay. I forgot. I need to share my screen, huh? I am trolling you right now, bro. Not gonna have you watch these streams. You're gonna be in delay like crazy. All right, can you see?
Yeah.
My games have expired, and I'm too ashamed to link my recent game because I inted. I mean, learning is learning, no matter what happened. If you int one game, you probably int other games, which means there's a problem here lying in the whole situation. So probably best to get rid of it. All right, so we're Kled into Poppy. She counters you with the W, of course, but other than that, not really doing anything. She also has Ignite. So if she has Ignite, what is that signal that she's trying to do to you? You're gonna play a game for real? Feel free. Joe? Hello? I said if Poppy has Ignite, what is she trying to do to you? What do you think?
She'd want to kill me.
Right, she's just trying to straight up kill you. So with that in mind, you're not running Ignite. So if you guys have to go toe to toe, obviously she's gonna win that. So what do you have though?
Utility.
Right, you have what sums? You have Flash and then what else?
Teleport.
Right. So that means you can abuse the fact that she does not. So we can trade with her, we can fight with her and just teleport right back, and she's super low and she can't do anything about it. Or what you can do is you could just kind of whittle her down a little bit, not really go for full fights, but just, you know how Kled trades pretty much go. You hook, you go in, smack her a couple times and run away. If you can do that on repeat, and especially make her waste her W, because if you run at her, she's gonna be scared and she's gonna W because she's gonna assume you're gonna dash at her. You waste that and then keep running back, she's gonna get low. You don't have to waste your teleport, but she's low. So if she has to recall, she comes back and you're a level ahead of her, you kind of just win right there. So that's two ways you can kind of abuse this fact that you're running teleport or not. The first way allows you to, you know, use your teleport, and that means you won't have it for your team. The second way, a little bit harder to pull off, but you will have your teleport for your team. And obviously you took teleport because more or less you want to try to teleport to help your team? No?
So, it's going.
Okay. Yeah, just like that. You see how you kind of overcommitted though? You overcommitted even though you're not going to get anything out of it, which means she's able to return more damage to you instead of you just getting out.
I noticed she started with a cloth armor, so I just went a little harder.
Yeah, no, you're fine right here to just leave because you're not going to take so much damage. Also, you're giving her an Undying Grab stack just by autoing you, which even makes you take more damage. And she gets tankier. It's like by 5 HP. So it might not seem like a lot, but I mean, when you stack that bad boy up, she gets pretty tanky. So just remember, short trades, if you're trying to bully them out. I won't even say if you're trying to bully them out, honestly. Just get used to it. Get used to taking short trades. So pretty much, you know, after your passive, W, over, stop. Get in the habit of that. You can, once you like get a little bit more familiar with that type of trade, because there's there's like 3 types of trades, right? You have the short trade, which is pretty much what I'm telling you. And you have kind of like the medium trade, which is pretty much what you just did. And then you have the all in, where I'm just straight up trying to kill you, right? And sometimes what happens is players will go for that. They'll go for that short trade, and then eventually it'll turn into an all in, and then they might mess up or something because you're not ready for you're not sure what you're trying to do. And then when you try it, you might get outplayed or something like that. Because, oh, you're actually low. I can kill you. You need to be prepared. You need to be understanding, like, can I actually get this kill or can I not? Right? And so when you're going for these trades, if you just tell yourself in your mind, short trades, you're not going to overextend. You're not going to do anything extra. You're going to go for that trade and you're going to leave. And rinse and repeat, that's how you kind of win it. So you're already right here with your HP. If we would have never, like, taken those extra hits, we probably would be here. Do you think you're able to dive her if you had that much HP right now?
With courage stacks, maybe, but not right now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So then you would have to time it and be like, okay, I'm pretty healthy. I could definitely just kind of hook you and then follow you. If you flash, I take you out, I dismount, and I'm safe. But now, you're so close to dismounting, if you go for a dive right now, you're probably going to die. I feel like you probably went for a dive because Kled players are freaking nuts. So, what happened? Let me see. Oh, look, that was your opportunity right there to go for one. But because you're too low, you couldn't have gone for it, and that was a free kill. Like I said, just by getting her low. This is why it's important to have these like strats. This is why it's important to know when you're playing laning phase, you're playing laning phase a certain way versus a certain champion. You can't kind of just go into laning phase versus another champion the same every single time, right? If I'm like, well, you're going against Quinn versus Poppy, you're going to be like, well, I play this versus Quinn differently than I play versus Poppy, right? Like if you have to play versus Quinn, you're not going to play the same as Poppy or against Poppy the same, right? Or wrong, do you?
It really depends on the Quinn player.
Oh crap! Oh crap! Not like this, dude. Usually it's because she's ranged, right? She's so different from Poppy. You might have a different style. You might have a different way you approach the champion when you fight her. But if we put 2 champs together, kind of like, we'll say Garen and Darius, more or less, you kind of can approach them the same way, really. If you think about it, you just have to be aware of Darius, blood stacks. But aside from that, I mean, they're pretty much fighting you the same. And I feel like you're doing that for every single matchup. That even though we're not factoring, summoners, we're not factoring in the runes, we're not factoring in the champion, we have to be. So if it's like, hey, I'm going against a Renekton. Okay, well, I can't go in when he has Fury. If I can wait for him to use his Q, I'm going to automatically win the trade because his Q is such a long cooldown. Just simple stuff like that will help you get a huge edge in lane. Kled really wins lane because it's broken. Okay, I won't lie to you. That champ is stupid. It's like ridiculous how strong that champion is.
This is my first game with
Conquer?
Gore Drinker.
Oh, I got you. Really?
I used to do Eclipse.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do Eclipse as well, but Gore Drinker is nasty.
It helps a lot with the sustain.
And it gets so tanky, bro. Like it's
with the Sterix, you pop the Sterix shield right after you dismount, so you have enough time to remount.
Yeah, the boy is tanky, bro. Like super tanky. And like I said, he's just broken. Now that doesn't mean don't play him. That doesn't mean, well, because he's broken, you suck. That doesn't mean any of that. But you have to understand there's a lot of things you get away with because he's broken, because he's super strong, right? And there's things that if you were playing, what's a really like weak top laner right now? I don't think there is really any. I don't know. They're all pretty like decent. I'll say Fiora. She's not weak, but if you play her wrong, she's
the squishy one.
You say who?
The squishy ones.
Yeah, it would be Fiora unless she like counters with like her thing. But like if you're playing Fiora, if you mess up, you're probably gonna die, right? You can't go as ham as you went with him with Fiora unless you know exactly what you're doing. Whereas with Kled, you kind of just do whatever you want. Oh yeah, Gnosis is pretty weak early too. Yeah, you're not gonna go for stuff like that with Gnosis as well. Okay, I won't even talk about that. She like ran at you, bro. Okay, overstayed a little bit. I don't like this. Why don't you think that I like that you stayed here?
I could have recalled and spent my gold.
Right. You could be strong right now. What happens if there's a 2v2 top? What happens if you get ganked? Your possibility of turning is very, very low compared to if you just bought right now. And Kled can turn like crazy.
Warwick goes top at that point, so.
I mean, it's not about being scared. It's just about knowing how to play the game properly. You don't want to be. You want to be taken advantage of when you start climbing. Because if I, as a jungler, or as a mid laner, if I seen that you didn't recall and you just decided to stay like that, like you're telling when you did that and she came back to lane, you're telling me you're about to stay. This movement right here, if I was watching this, you're telling me you're not going to leave and you're about to go all in on her. So as a mid, I would try to come up, and I know exactly where you warded because you walked down. You warded here. So I would come up as Udyr, and I would just pop this thing or Seraphine, pop that over, and walk right through. You can't walk through there, and then I would come get you. And then you would die. And you don't really get much roams. People just kind of let you snowball out of control, right? They don't really come to deal with you. Maybe rarely. Some games are like on you like white on rice, but for the most part, people just leave you alone to kill the laner over and over, no?
I don't get punished too much until after they hit level 6.
Yeah, people don't really want to mess with you, bro. Kled's nasty. Okay. So. And that would have been the fight you would have won right there if you would have bought. Like you would have killed her again. And then you'd recall. Oh, and then you just like killed yourself right then and there because you didn't buy. And then she stays in lane like you're not going to teleport, and you get rewarded anyway. You get rewarded for anything. You know what I mean? That shouldn't happen, man. Okay? You shouldn't get rewarded for freaking inting. That makes no sense.
I grab a few plates.
And then you get away? Balanced. Okay, you're trolling right now. Play to win, man. What are you doing? Play to freaking win, bro. Yeah, get out of there. Alright, so what we're going to say is try to buy every chance you get. Oops. Here's pretty much kind of the times you want to buy. So if you kill the laner backs, you have a power spike piece. So like serrated dirt. That's not, I'm not saying you're building that. I'm just saying like that's a power spike piece, you know. That's something that a champ can build, and it's a piece of the item. And then, of course, full power spike item. Okay? Those are the 3 times that you want to, or not 3, I'm sorry. I was just writing 3, and I said 3. Those are the times that you want to go for, like, your backs. More often than not, if you kill that laner, you should be looking to reset, like, pronto. You'll get plates later. You don't have to force plates every single time. Because 9 times out of 10, you don't even use the gold that you got from plates when you recall. So... okay, we lost a whole wave doing that, and I don't think we got the experience for it. We didn't. You're too far away. Yeah, play properly, man. Quit playing blood hungry. Play properly. The thing you want to realize is that players will give you kills, man. They will. You don't have to force them. They will make a mistake. She first died making a mistake. The second mistake is when you just teleported and rammed into her. Like, 2 times. She gave you free kills off of her mistakes. Don't force it so hard. Play properly. Get your CS, man. You should be way higher than 36 right now. You should be at like 70. 80 if you're a beast, but 70-ish is more realistic. Which means you'd be higher CS than everybody in the game right now. And you would have 2 kills. You'd be massive. Honestly, too, I don't know if you do this, but start doing this every single game. I do it with Sion as well. If you have your teleport up, just freaking run down the lane and ult. Like, that's a free double kill almost every single time, especially because most laners play poke champions. So is that a Viego support? What the fuck? Okay. Anyway, yeah. Bronze is a new breed, man.
Mad that they get jungle. So.
Bronze is a new breed. I can't even say anything. Yeah, just ult and run it down. You can run it down from here. You can do it from here. You can do it from over there. You can freaking come behind them, like pop over the plant, come behind, and then
my
like.
Lane was not warding the entire time. I had trouble getting those kind of TPs.
You don't have to TP. Just run down there and then TP back top. It's a lot easier for you to land an ult from behind them. Or from like actually close to them than it is for you to teleport and then land an ult. You know? Because if I heard that noise, I would assume Kled is ulting back to lane. I would not assume Kled is ulting me. I mean, honestly, in higher elo players are just going to assume you're ulting them, even though you can only really be on one spot of the map at one time. Everybody's going to be scared of that sound. But for the most part, some players do just disrespect that, and you can run into them. Like if we go back, and let's just see you were doing that, and you just decided to back and recall, and you've seen this coming, and you were walking back. Like, that's something you could probably ult. You could just kill Udyr right then and there. And then you can get a free dragon. So let's just pay attention. So we'll say, every time you back or die, walk down. Oops. Walk down the lane and see if you can ult anywhere. Okay. I tell supports to do this too. But obviously they walk, they don't ult. But the same thing applies for like champs like you and Sion and stuff. Just walk down the mid lane. Why do I say walk down the mid lane? Is because simply you if you don't want to gank mid or you don't want to gank bot, you're not that far away from top, right? But if you walk all the way down here and you're like, got nothing, you have to do this. That's too far, man. That's a time waster. So if you walk down mid, you have more opportunities to go for plays, but also you're not going to be punished for just freaking not getting anything anyway, and you just walk back top. You don't have to waste your teleport. The thing is, you're so like tunneled into your own lane that you're kind of just doing what you want to do. Like, you know, there you are. You're doing it now. But walk mid. Walk mid. Don't walk down bot. You should have done this before 11 minutes, because lanes are usually over way before 11 minutes. I like that. This shows you're a Kled main, because I can tell you how many Kleds miss. This shows you're a real Kled main. Instead of ulting to them, you ulted past them. So if they walk past your line, they're getting smacked. Very smart. Very smart. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because, you know, if you weren't and I gave you a compliment, I'd been kind of sad.
But it's fine.
Yeah, you're supposed to miss, you know? You're just supposed to cut them off. It was very good. Very good. That's what you want to do. A lot of Kleds aim at the target and then miss, and it's like, bro, do you not know how your ult works? Very smart. Nice. Yep, get plates. You can just take the tower with them if you really want to. You don't have to waste your teleport. You see what I mean? Like, you're so heavily focused on yourself. You have to really think about what you can do for everybody else too, since you're already ahead. Kled sucks later because he only can really focus one target in a fight. He can't focus multiple people. That's not how it's designed. He is still a pain in the, you know, he's still a pain. Don't get me wrong. He's still a pain. But he's not as effective as like a Darius, you know what I mean? Like, he can hit everybody. Okay, we know dragon's coming up. You can look to rotate. I don't mind you holding if we see an Udyr there, but you didn't have to hold at him. And then once again, we're back in top. You don't care about your team at all, man. Go spread that joy. Spread that love, dude. Like, the only way you're going to win doing this type of stuff is in low elo. When you get to high elo, people don't really like... You can't really win off splitting anymore. Because the game's not designed like that anymore. You can't really split. You want to be around for these things. These dragons are important, and so are these Rift Heralds and Barons. So you can't really split as much. You can split TP, or you can split flank. But you're just, like, hardcore dedicating to split like a Nasus player. And that's not what you want to do. So what we want to do is we just always want to kind of look at the map. Oops. Only split if you have a specific reason other than just splitting. So what I mean by that is there's no reason to really be in lane. If like, oh, I'm splitting, but there's no dragon up. Why are we splitting then? You know what I mean? Look for those flanks. Look to sit in bushes and just wait for something stupid to happen and ult on somebody. Like, look to be a little bit more team friendly than you are right now. Because you're not. Like, you see how late you come to this fight right now? When you could have just been chilling. Shove it up, chill somewhere, get your scanner, pop it out. When you see something stupid, go ahead and go. So we're going to go to the time before you die. Because it's going to take 2 people to kill you, right? Like, undoubtedly, you're going to have 2 to 3 people on you to kill you. Like, you're not just going to die by one target. So if we just do this and we rest, like we run back real quick. We just run and chill or start scanning. Could you have ulted this? You think?
Kled range stops right at the Raptors from where I am.
I mean, like, if you would have backed and scanned, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you would have went through the bushes and started scanning, you know, trying to get wards away, and then you've seen this happen, you could definitely ult that. And then that's a free tower. But instead, look what we did. We got a tower, and we just died for it, giving away more gold. For what? That's 2 towers we could have gotten, actually. And then we could have rotated, because they would have tried to stop, you know, that push. They would have had somebody over here trying to help already. Because when someone is starting to split, they try to send multiple people. Could have got that, got 2 towers, rotated, got this tower. 3 towers for the same, you know, 3 that you got, but you just wouldn't have died for it. You probably could have even dove with their team instead. I mean, there's not a way of pushing. This is just a hypothetical situation. But yeah, you could get a lot more with just kind of using your team. It's a game of chess, man. Use your pawns. Use your team. You can't one-man army, even in bronze. So Rift Herald's up, and we decide to go for this fight, which is unnecessary. Just go grab Rift Herald real quick. You get away with it because, you know, you're in bronze. And I'm always going to say that because I don't want people to assume that because I'm getting kills, because I'm, you know, outplaying, quote unquote, I'm doing good. You can outplay and just be doing really, really bad because that's not the play that you want to go for, right? Outplays are the best when they're actually going for a play. If you were going for Rift Herald and you guys had a fight and you lived with that much HP and we got Rift Herald, that would have been the outplay right there because you got something and it wasn't wasted off of just getting nothing. So you die, your team needed you, and actually you didn't die, you backed, huh? I think you backed. I don't think you got killed. You did back.
Oh, sir.
Oh, you were killed. Are you sure? Bro, I don't think you died. Oh, you are dead. What the f... When did you die? Was it on that dive? I thought you lived, bro.
Got a little greedy with us, sir.
Oh! Yeah, you're right. You did die. Yeah. I'm sorry. You did that. You're right. Hey, Dwarf. How you doing, man? And then you see that they need you. You're late. And then they all just get clapped. And these are the points where it's like, dude, my team sucks. Well, who's the richest person on your team right now? Oh, it's not even you, bro. That's kind of sad because you're massive. Warwick is richer than you, and he can't even grab side lanes, man. Well, you have 97. You gotta quit fighting, bro. There's no way. Okay, I was wondering why he was so massive. I was like, there's no way you're not that rich, but you're not farming at all. You're just fighting people. Okay, here's how we're gonna play the game from now on. Okay. Step 1. Lane. Okay, that's it. Step 2. Actually, I'm just gonna type it here. Super lane. Break tower when we can. Remember short traits. Okay, step 2 is going to be every time you die or back, look for an ult mid or bot by walking down mid. Okay, if you can't get one, it's fine. Don't force. Step 3. Once you break tower, shove the lane out, go scan and look for ults. Step 4.
Tiamat.
Huh?
When should I go for getting that Tiamat?
I mean, you don't really. It's really whatever you want. I'm not really gonna focus too much on your build just because I mean you know how to build, right? As far as T-Bet goes, if you really want to toss that in there, I mean the Gorge Drinker is kind of like the old Tiamat in a way, you know. So, I mean, if you go Eclipse, go Tiamat. If you go Gorge Drinker, I would just say leave it alone, man. It doesn't really do too much. Even with like stuff like Warwick and stuff, like Tiamat's just so garbage, man. They need to put that active back. I think if they do that, it'd be a lot better. You don't really get much out of going. You don't really get much out of going Ravenous, and then as far as Titanic, like it's okay, but you can just scale way harder on other stuff. You know what I mean? Like you could just get other things like your Sterex, right? That's way better than a freaking Titanic. Like way better. What's the other one? What's another thing that you can get? I'm just slipping my mind on it. Black Cleaver, right? That's still something you can get too. Like you still have a lot of options with Kled, which is why Kled's pretty cool, honestly, because he has so many options. He can build whatever he wants, and he's really good with everything. If you really feel like I need to keep up with pushing, because like let's say I'm not pushing fast enough, and people are rotating too quick, or people are fighting so much that I can't get to them because I'm not pushing fast enough, then go ahead and buy your Tiamat. If you really feel like you need the extra push, okay? So if I need more push, buy Tiamat. If you're like, I'm fine with Gorge Drinker, it's whatever, then, you know, just keep it as is. Once you break tower, shove out lane, you can just go ahead and scan for ults, and then look to always fight for dragons / barons. Oops. Barons, okay? So whenever any of these things up, we are pinging, ping, help. Otherwise, we're just shoving side lanes. Push, 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 push. Cool, I got it pushed. Go ahead and scan. They might push past you, and if so, you just freaking go kill them. Walk behind them and go kill them. Go ahead and make sure mid is pushed out. You know, play that pressure. Look for those. Okay, they pushed it back. Like I said, you just either kill them when they do push it back, because most people do that, and you just come behind them because you scanned it. There's no wards for you. If you scan it already, you know you can walk wherever you want, and then you just kill them. Push the wave again, and start attacking tower. They're going to probably send one for you, and if so, you should be able to dive every single player that comes to respawn. There's not a mid laner that can really sit with Kled. You will just one-shot. There's not a jungler that should, because you should be massive above their jungler. There's not an ADC, because they're crazy if they decide to sit with Kled. And then a support, like, you can just ignore. So either way, you're getting a tower, and all you did was walk around, scan, and look for someone to ult, nothing to ult. I go back up and push the tower. It's literally that simple. And then, then once you get the inhib, obviously rotate and do the same thing with bot. Shove it out, scan up, look for things. Shove it out, scan it. Because you want to start playing around these objectives, and you want to start playing around your strength, which is flanking. Kled is not realistically an engaged champion, even though you might think he is. He's not realistically an engaged champion. He is a secondary engaged champion. Like Hecarim. Hecarim's not really an engaged champion. He's just kind of a secondary engaged champion. Like, they can go in, but they're not really that great if they full force fly straight in. They're way better if they flank you. They're way better if they come from the side or behind, right? And that's kind of how you want to approach all these situations. So I think that's pretty much it where we left there. I don't think there's really anything else in the rest of this game that's going to say anything. The fact that we just neglected CSing and we just were fighting a lot shows that we weren't really side laning. It shows we weren't really pushing this wave out looking for flanks. It just shows that we were looking for fighting all the time. So if you can fix this, I guarantee easy's over. Bro, it ain't no joke, because obviously you can play your Kled. That's not, you can press his buttons. You know how to use his kit. The problem is your macro is just not there, because you're getting rewarded for a lot of bad things that the team is doing, because you just get killed all the time. That Poppy died to you twice for no reason at all, and you get rewarded for that. So then you could continue to do that, even though that's not the way to play, and then you lose your games. So be a little bit more thought heavy. Use your teams, ping them as much as possible to get them to do what you want to do. Let's just kind of go for an example, then I'll let you go here. So if we do see that you broke your tower, and let's just see that you're pushing. Okay, dragon's coming up, right? So what we want to do is we want to try to shove this out. Okay, then you realize, okay, well, I guess you're not caring about shoving it out. Warwick's right here. You can ping him to come get her real quick. But you don't use him. And then you just fly in. Right? We could have waited that few seconds to just see what was going to happen. We know that Udyr's top, that's a free dragon for them. And you wouldn't have had to get low. You wouldn't have had to die. Actually, you didn't die here, actually. You got away with it. But you wouldn't have had to get low for that. And you could have just been chilling CSing. And they could have got dragon for free. But for you doing nothing, man. Not a dang thing. And then you could push that out, be full HP, push that out, not going to die. Look to reset how you're doing. Nothing's up, not going to do anything. What's coming up? No Rift Arrow's coming up, no Dragon's coming up. All right, I'm chilling top. And you just chill out. And you just push it. And right now you would go scan. Well, scan. Where's stuff at? Okay, nothing's really happening. Oh! It looks like you can ult that. Like if you were scanning right now, you could definitely ult that, man. Look, that's free. And then go kill him. We just kind of let our team suffer. Because we're trying to get towers. Luckily, your team's able to pull that off, but once again, that was like a quadra kill, more or less, because Kai'Sa was bot, bro. You're just giving away freebies. But no, that's just pretty much it. Like I said, bro, if you kind of get used to that, you kind of get that down, I guarantee you'll be all right, and I guarantee you'll be chilling. Let me go save these. Do you have any questions about anything that we went over? Let me see.
Comes down to general fighting and warding. When should I trade over to Trinket instead of
when should you trade over to Trinket? You should probably trade over to Trinket when you start breaking the towers and you start looking for flanks and stuff, because you're not going to get flanks off if you're always spotted. So you want to buy those trinkets, you want to buy those pink wards. Buy pink wards every time you back. I mean, that should be just kind of a thing that you do. But as far as the scanner, yeah, when you break your tower, go ahead and just start buying your scanner. Go ahead and walk around. You can put a pink in this bush if you want. You can, like, right there at the tip. And then you can put a green one here, and you'll always see everything here. And then you can go ahead and, schedule your flanks accordingly. So, yeah, that's when you want to do it. Get used to that, for sure. Remember, your champ's a flank champion. He is more successful if he is always coming from weird directions that nobody can know. If you have this scanned and warded, and you just happen to ult from the behind the tower, bro, I would think if you ulted, you're coming from the front, and then you just ram into their back line, and you explode everybody, bro. Like, that would tilt it. That would tilt me. Not gonna lie. So play a little bit more creatively.
Ulting, really easy to gank mid.
It is. It is, especially with situations like that where they're already committed to fighting. Bro, that was like a 4v2, and you're so fed you can definitely handle that, the odds of the situation. You just kill everybody, and then you go ahead and take towers. And then rinse and repeat like that same strat where we're scanning, we're flanking, we're scanning, we're flanking. Even if you're coming behind, let's say this tower right here, it's fine. Even if you have to, like, for some weird reason, I don't know, wrap around this tower, it's fine. I don't know. Be creative. It's very important you're creative, because that's how you're going to be able to catch these guys off guard.
Go use this one if you got time. I'll give it a try and show you the next one. I guess. Oh, if you get some.
Wait, say it again. You're too low again.
If you get some extra time.
Oh, I see. You see. Yeah. We'll see. Because like I said, once we get through everybody, you can go ahead and just do it again. It's fine. But we'll see how long these take. Thanks for participating, though, man. I appreciate it. Like I said, you got any questions? Feel free to let me know, per usual. Otherwise,
Which gemstone skin shall I get?
Oh my gosh, you don't get out of here, dude. I'm wasting my time. Gee. Peace out, man. All right, this man's a fool, dude. I respect his support, though. Dude, man's always watching me. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, like I said, please feel free to let me know. Make sure you guys join my Discord for those free coachings and those free VODs. That's where the information is. As well as it's a discount on my site, Coach Blaker, link below. The code is CLIMB, so you can get 25% off of everything in the actual store, I guess, on the site. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and thank you guys for approaching this like a coach.